Hello and welcome to my video essay for COM 342 viral video. This video is going to be a reflection on the successes and failures of both my individual video project as well as my group project. When looking at these videos, I'm going to discuss the bottom-up and top-down strategies that were used and the effect that I think these had on their viral success. I will then move on to my experiences with teamwork and leadership throughout this course, specifically during the group project phase of the module. I'm going to draw on scholars like Tuckman, 1965, Goleman, 2000, and Lencioni, 2002, to evaluate how myself and my group function together and what I have learned from this. Berger's steps theory, 2016, and the different contagious characteristics are one of the main ways that my video's success can be analysed. In my individual project, I decided to try a new take on a digital marketing approach by having it in the form of a cooking video. I wanted to attempt to market tourism to Rome as an experience for food of different cultures, but in the context of the current pandemic and people being asked to stay home, I marketed a DIY Roman dish with produce from my local Italian deli as the next best thing. This ticked the box for the social currency contagious characteristic because it acknowledged the fact that international travel wasn't available, and so this video could help people recreate that feeling from the comfort of their homes. I attempted to also make this video have lots of practical value, and considering the video is a step-by-step with cooking instructions, it would be easily accessible to any demographic, even though it technically targeted students. I found that these characteristics made my video easily accessible, and I hoped that they would increase its virality. But I also knew that these characteristics alone wouldn't be enough to make my video successful. And so that's when the importance of electronic word of mouth comes in. By sharing the link to my video on social media accounts, I knew that I would attract views and shares, and this is all because of the close relationship between myself and my followers. The importance of credibility between friends and family on social media can make all the difference, and because of this, I was able to get my close contacts to share my project, which was successful in widening its reach. But besides my reliance on these contacts, I think I was least successful in my promotional planning. I didn't reach out to any influencers when promoting this video, and that definitely impacted its potential reach. I think that Petrescu's social network theory can be improved by taking into account the actual engagement with a shared link by strong ties. For example, in the analytics for my individual video, you can see that the duration that people actually watch the video decreases as the video goes on. This to me suggests that the electronic word of mouth between my strong ties works more with my close friends and family because they want to support my video's views as a kindness to me, but their actual long-term interest in the video is not as strong. These high views on the video give the impression that my close ties do increase engagement, but when you look at the duration that people watch the video, this doesn't reflect the same thing. I now realize that the promotional planning stage is just as important as the production stage. A share from the right person can make all the difference. But luckily, I was able to learn from this mistake and adjust it in the promotion for my group video. The promotional plan for our e-learning video was extensive and included reaching out to influencers like the case studies from the paper, as well as the author of the paper herself. As an e-learning video, we knew that we had to make it as visually interesting as possible to try and hold people's attention. By looking at research by Guo 2014, we realized that we needed to make the video short and sweet, and we needed to use talking heads as a way of grounding the video with the presenter. These techniques were our attempt to make our video as engaging as possible while still being educational. And I think because of our own individual experiences in our own projects first, we were able to make textual decisions quicker with little disagreement. My individual video has more views on YouTube than my group project, but I expect that these numbers will continue to increase, considering the individual video was posted 4 months ago. As you can see in the analytics, there were lots of initial views which mostly leveled out, but there have been small increases over time, showing that the views will continue to grow. When meeting with my group for the first time, I found that there didn't seem to be a clear leader, as we were all more introverted personality types. I instantly recognized that this could be a potential problem for us, as this could lead to an absence of trust and an unwillingness to be vulnerable, as seen in Lencioni's 2002 dysfunctions model. This is the base for successful teamwork. I found that because of this initial shyness during the forming stage, I had a growth in confidence and became somewhat of a leader out of necessity. This was difficult for me because I had to step out of my comfort zone and I didn't want to seem like I was overstepping and telling people what to do. To combat this, I tried to use some of the leadership techniques highlighted by Goleman 2000 that weren't as direct or authoritative. For example, visionary and participative. I didn't want my team members to feel like I was directing everyone to do things around me. Therefore, I used a visionary approach to mobilize my team towards a common goal. This worked to get everyone involved and started to build people's confidence. I was very aware that if one person felt like they were doing more work than others, this would lead to conflicts within the group. Therefore, I adopted a participative approach. By suggesting ways in which everyone could participate or have their ideas heard, I was successful in building the confidence of some team members, which meant that they would start sharing some of the leadership roles, and we could move forward with a wider range of ideas. Our weekly team meetings were used as a time to share ideas and make plans of action for each team member. But we also made use of a Facebook group chat as a less formal way of communicating and asking questions. This was very useful for us because it gave us an informal space where we weren't afraid to ask for help or ask other members to complete a task. I think that this group chat was key to building trust between team members and helped us to address any of the dysfunctions of a team when they arose. For example, if someone didn't attend a meeting, we could use this chat to get an explanation. Or, when one member needed advice on ideas for the posters, we were able to quickly reply with suggestions. Through this process, I have learned that I am more capable of holding leadership roles than I initially thought. I realize now that although it can be daunting to try things that you aren't confident in, these new experiences can allow your confidence to grow. I have also learned that when working with a team, it can be difficult to leave your fate in the hands of others, but if you have a base level of working trust, working with a team can strengthen the quality of your work and open you up to new ideas. I will carry these lessons with me in the future in any teamwork that I do, but I will also continue to develop my own leadership skills so that I can adapt them to new people. Different leadership approaches will suit different people, so I will have to learn to adjust my techniques based on the personalities of new people that I work with in order to be most successful and avoid conflict. Throughout this course, I have learned that my attention to detail in top-down strategies such as promotional planning still needs improvement. Based on the reach of my individual project, I realize now that I can't just rely on my close contacts alone. But I have been successful in tackling fears and gaining confidence in my ability to work in a team, as well as in my leadership skills overall.